weeks. It 9 may not reach today because we are starting an income tax matter, so we just thought we'll run through the board and 11.
The lordship I appear for the petition, my lord, should be requesting for next week, my lordship.
We'll keep it after a little while, so we'll just keep it after 3 weeks so that we'll finish them.
My lordship, it pertains to reservation for IPS. The UPSC names would be this week. After that, the form would have to be filled. If we could have it anytime earliest convenient to your lordships.
Can it come after 2 weeks?
Your lordship.
Right?
That's the West Bengal.
West Bengal, after the income tax group, we'll start the West Bengal today. Let's see how long the income tax group is taking, or we'll then continue on Thursday or something like that. Will it be okay for everybody if we take it on Thursday?
But it may be abortive because nobody has filed a chart, nobody has filed a counter, no matters have come, your lordship may have an incomplete matter. And lordship may start the matter if it is kept back by your lordship gives a procedural direction to complete the pleadings and have the chart which the government was to give your lordships. Then it will be
no counter has been filed by the
no counter. There's one or two have been filed.
Who's appearing for the respondent?
Detailed order.
We are appearing for the respondent. You have not filed a counter. You want to go on with
not get the copy, should get. And not only that, proof that this committee is also not filed anywhere. Because last time
you are appearing for whom?
I am appearing for the writ petitioner.
The original writ petitioner for the High Court. And who are the other respondents in these?
The full service answering respondent is the full service commission answering respondent. And they ought to, I in the last occasion, remember, they says that the segregation list they are going to file, but till date whether they are not filed.
You have a copy of whatever it files, a state government document.
Where is the school service commission at this point? The state has filed an NLP number.
Application for the state and commission are not filing any further affidavits, so it is for them to respond to the SLP.
Are you people filing your counters to the SLP or not?
So they don't.
Alright, we will give one opportunity so that nobody says we didn't give that opportunity. We'll say that.
But the state and commission also filed the SLP here. They have preferred the special petitions here.
Yes.
Therefore, they are asking for the affidavits. Their stand is very clear in the SLP itself.
But the private writ petitioners before the High Court.
They have not filed. They are the writ petitioners before the High Court.
So what we'll do is that we will give them an opportunity to file a counter within 2 weeks. And if they don't, we will say the right to file the counter will stand closed. And we will say that is it possible to prepare one compilation? Otherwise, it will be possible, with so many lawyers appearing.
Counsel, this side nodal counsel, that side nodal counsel.
May I just tell you one thing?
I think
in Calcutta High Court, there are 50 petitions. 50 petitions. Just one. What has happened in one affidavit, in one petition, one affidavit, another petition, another affidavit, one petition and one report, another report is another affidavit. All it is really. I can try to do it, but it's really difficult. You will not get any.
The commission is more concerned, so commission should file the.
No, we are not. The commission is not concerned. We are.
Okay, you tell us who will really help
in counsel each side.
Your lordships, may I suggest a
we are looking to these things that commission is changing their stand from time to time. This has created a great difficulties to us. Commission in Supreme Court said something else.
Now you are appearing for whom?
I am appearing for the whoever disputed candidates. Group C, Group D, Class 9, Class 10.
So you are the candidates who will be displaced now as a result of the judgment.
Exactly.
So really speaking, you are the same side as this.
Your lordships, there will be 5 categories of people. The first will be, your lordships, the government. The second will be SSC.
1 second. We Yes.
One is government, second is SSC.
Yes.
Third are the original writ petitioners whose grievance was that they were not selected due to all the malpractices that were followed. That will be class 9 and 10, class 11 and 12, and group C and group D. All the 4 categories subsumed in that. And group C and D. The 4th category, your lordships, will be
Yes.
people who were appointed and their appointments were cancelled. Yes, your lordships. And 5th will be the residual category who would have been appointed, but action yet not taken against them.
No.
And also, very well, also CBI, lastly. So these are the main stakeholders in the entire matter, your lordships, and I humbly submit that it cannot carry on in personam. This matter has to carry on in rem. So once these interests are before your lordships, represented before your lordships, rest of the people who want to file can file interventions. For example, today my petition is also a new SLP with a permission to file.
Now tell us this, who would be appearing for the government of West Bengal? Who is
I am
leading the...
appearing for the government Bengal, and Astha Sharma will be the coordinating counsel from this side.
So whether your lordship they are writ petition or interventions or SLPs, the dispute is the same.
This is the main appeal, no?
Well, it also in 12.27, we move the application consent from that.
The name of the commission is West Bengal Central School Service Commission. Right. Now, who's appearing for the School Service Commission?
Mr. Jaideep Gupta was Mr. Jaideep Gupta.
The lordships now SSC can file a common affidavit.
Yes, fair enough. Mr.
For
Gupta,
everyone.
you are appearing for the School Service Commission? All right, perfect. Now, the petitioners in the High Court who are not selected. We are appearing for the on behalf of the writ petitioner. Apart from these, all my lord, West Bengal Board of Secondary. You are those petitioners who contend that the selections were vitiated by fraud. Yes, right. You are in conflict with Mr. Dwivedi. Are we right in making that assumption? Right. They are the people who say that look, we should have been selected. You didn't select us. You selected other people by fraud or whatever. That's their case.
No, that has not been. Sorry,
we are not making any observation on merit. We are just trying to understand the lay of the party so that then we can bring some order to the whole matter. Now, how many lawyers are in that category?
So far as
You can number them, most of us are in that.
All right.
So get the category minutes.
So you would represent class 9, 10, 11, 12, group C and group D. Right? All right. Now, persons appointed whose appointments were cancelled was going to be. There you would have Mr. Vaidyanathan, Mr. Patwalia, Mr. Ramchandran.
so far as there are
There's also another subcategory. The subcategories of those people who were never parties in the litigation. And as a result of...
And whose appointments will be cancelled, right?
Yes, without being a party.
Okay, fair. But whose appointments would be cancelled now? All right. IPR is also on the same. All right.
There would be categories concerning
And persons who could be appointed and no action has been taken. Who are those people? Those are the people whom the government had said that all right, we will extend some benefit to them, but eventually they were not appointed. So, one second. Just 1 second. If everybody keeps on talking out of turn, we'll never be able to find chaos. Today, let's at least find some procedural formalities in this order. So we take it, therefore, that these are the 6 categories of people.
There are two more categories.
One more category.
Which category?
There are 2 new diary numbers we have filed yesterday.
Which category do you belong?
This category is not called for verification. We were the original whistleblowers. Because of our original 2 writ petitions, a batch of writ petitions, there were CBI inquiries and
therefore, you want the process to be cancelled, right?
No. What we are asking for is, if the second limb of the judgment of the Honorable Division Bench holds good before this bench, that is to segregate with regard to the people who are otherwise legitimate and got the jobs and people who are not legitimate but still got the job.
Now, did you get the job or did you not get the job?
We will come into the consideration, zone of consideration.
We will be the beneficiaries of segregation.
Yes.
And there is another. These 6 are the broad categories. Look, we are not going to shut out anybody who says in the hearing that, look, please give us 2 minutes. We will also hear those categories. But broadly, these are the 6 categories. Now, one second. Now, we are not going to add to the categories anymore. We are not adding to the categories anymore. Now, tell us. Asha Sharma will be the nodal counsel for the state of West Bengal. Yes. We'll also for the state and the staffs and the school
commission and those other private whose examinations have been cancelled.
They all sail in the same boat. So, on behalf of the private parties, is there any other nodal counsel whom we can appoint?
May I say one thing? When you are posting a category, these people there, because within that category of people who have been today dislodged, there are subcategories.
Obviously,
you have the OMR sheets, you have.
That's all right, but if we start listing out all that today, we'll be finding out now. It will be like an argument today. We just want to give some procedural direction so that we will have one paper book common for everybody in this case. Otherwise, it will be impossible to sift through, 500 petitions.
It will become extremely difficult for my lords to put all the categories into one.
No, we are not. We are just appointing counsel so that at least the relevant rules and regulations, precedents on which people want to rely upon, all that is at least compiled and put before us. The lead writ petitioners put all that.
We have already filed my lord.
But that's a matter of argument. That's a matter of argument. Ms. Arora, if we don't do this exercise, it will be impossible to write a judgment, which we have 1,000 petitions or 500 petitions, and you have odd petitions, counsel telling us, well, this page in this petition, it's impossible to actually get down to describe a judgment. So we have to have some chaos in this, some order in the chaos, rather.
Absolutely.
So let the school service remission do it.
Sorry, all right. So we've got Asta Sharma.
Let's
Shalini Kaul. And who else? All right.
For the in-service candidate.
In-service,
my lord, who are working from 2007.
Asta Sharma and Shalini Kaul will be covering your perspective as nodal counsel.
No, I didn't get your lordship.
We are just appointing nodal counsel as in the CB matters to prepare one consolidated.
We are looking for in-service candidates and separate category altogether.
everybody is in service.
2007, my lord.
Can I submit one thing?
You see, in-service candidates are exactly like Mr. Vaidyanathan, Mr. Raju Ramchandran, Mr. Patwalia, and Mr. Ranjit Kumar, whose appointments will be cancelled as a result of the judgment.
Can I just suggest, apart from these 6 categories, there are also 2 broad parallel categories in terms of the arguments. One will be 65B and the technical aspects, and the other will be the repairing. So these could be clubbed up together.
These are arguments. These are not categories.
They'll help this court. Ultimately,
yours help that the 65B certificate is invalid. So that's an argument. That's an argument.
Just a minute. Lordship,
one second, please. Please don't talk out. 1 second. Don't talk out of turn.
Lordship,
don't talk out of turn. What applies to the left applies to the right as well. And to the center. Now I'll tell you what. Tell us now, on this side, is there any nodal counsel who would like to work with these two counsel we have nominated?
Because the Shekhar Kumar would be there.
All right. Mr. Shekhar Kumar? Right. All right.
Selected
Now, 1 second. In order to no counter affidavit has been filed till date. Full stop. In the event that any of the respondents seek to file their counters, they shall do so on or before the Saptaka time division. If no counter is filed, the right to file a counter affidavit shall stand closed, and the proceedings shall be conducted on the basis of the record as it stands. Next. Broadly speaking, it has emerged from the submissions of counsel on both sides that there are six that the categories in relation to the present batch of cases would comprise of the following. Bracket 1, the state government, the government of West Bengal, semicolon, bracket 2, the West Bengal Central School Service Commission, bracket 3, original petitioners before the High Court who are not selected, into brackets, representing classes 9 and 10, semicolon, 11 and 12, and groups C and D, bracket, and similarly situated persons. Bracket 4, persons whose appointments have been cancelled by the judgment of the High Court. 5, persons who would be appointed in pursuance of the decision of the in pursuance of the division bench, but where no action has been taken. Persons who would stand to persons who would stand to be a
Persons will lose their job because of malpractice. But there is no direction. There is no category. There is no such directions.
Once everything right. Then that fifth category. Then the fifth category we did not mention. And fifth, 5. One second. We are not putting the fifth category. 5, the Central Bureau of Investigation. Stop. We have clarified during the course of the hearing to assuage the concerns of all the learned counsel that these are broad categories and will not exclude the possibility of any person having a distinct case presenting it before this court. Can you please allow me to dictate the matter? Full stop. To facilitate, full stop. Given the large number of petitions which have been filed before this court, it would be necessary to have a common compilation which can be relied upon by all the learned counsel at the time of the hearing. Full stop. To facilitate this, uske pehle likh lijiye. During the course of the hearing, we have noticed that the court has been apprised of the fact that Mr. Rakesh Dwivedi, Learned Senior Counsel, appears on behalf of witness Asta Sharma, appears on behalf of the state of West Bengal, while Mr. Jaideep Gupta, Learned Senior Counsel, appears for the School Service, West Bengal Central School Service Commission.
Mr. Paul also appears.
Mr. Paul, you are appearing for the state of West Bengal. Yes, what is that? The persons whose appointments would stand to be cancelled as a result of the impugned judgment of the division bench of the High Court are represented inter alia by Mr. C.S. Vaidyanathan, Mr. Raju Ramchandran, Mr. P.S. Patwalia, Ms. V. Mohana, Mr. Ranjit Kumar, and Ms. Padmanabhan.
I am representing.
All right, आपका भी नाम लिखो Mr. Vidya.
We are all representing our SLPs.
Must be a lot.
You are away from Parliament today.
No, our Parliament is not there.
And Mr. Roy is for whom?
What for the similarly circumstanced group D?
Minor. Technical order.
Lordship, I want to assist.
Mr. Ranjit Kumar Vidal.
Mr. Pratik sir.
Lordship,
Mr. Ranjit Kumar, Ms. Madhvi.
Mr. Pratik sir.
We are just putting out some names so that we know when the matter opens up who is appearing for whom.
Lordship,
Lordship may not put any name, my lord.
All right, don't put any names because. All right.
Lordship.
ऐसा लिखते हैं हम counsel appearing all the counsel appearing in this batch of matters who fall into one of the above stated categories shall furnish details to Ms. Asta Sharma during the course of the day so that a consolidated master list of counsel can be prepared. All right, then we will say in order to facilitate the preparation of a common compilation, we appoint the following, by consent, we appoint the following advocates as nodal counsel: 1, Ms. Asta Sharma; 2, Ms. Shalini Kaul; and 3, He's on the board as well as the Kunal Chatterjee. It's very important. Mr. Kunal Chatterjee.
Because we are report from Mr. Partho Street, the advocate on record.
Mr. Partho Street. Shekhar Kumar, right? The 4 nodal counsel. Shekhar Kumar we already put there. The 4 nodal counsel shall ensure that they sit together and prepare a common compilation in the electronic form. Stop. This shall be circulated to all the learned counsel appearing on behalf of contesting parties in the proceedings. Stop. This exercise shall be completed within a period of 2 weeks. The proceedings shall be listed for final hearing on Tuesday. Place it exactly after 3 weeks. 2 weeks to file the counter. If no counter comes, we'll be giving 2 weeks to prepare it.
Lordship, you want to Lordship.
Right.
Lordship, item number 26.
Right. The counsel falling in the above categories will be at liberty to file their submissions not exceeding 5 pages each. Not exceeding 5 pages each. Stop. We would request all counsel appearing for a given category to prepare one set of submissions. Right? So that, Mr. Patwalia, Mr. Ramchandra and Mohana, please sit down together and prepare one compilation. Your 5 can become 7, but, we'll then have some idea.
Lordship, my lord, for the eight petitioners before the High Court, they have to agree with all these arguments. Their argument cannot give the
one compilation means one submission, one set of submission.
One type of sum, but
I think Mr. Gupta, Mr. Dwivedi, and Mr.
My petition is just limited to 1 point.
So
that's all is Mr.
Fair enough, but prepare one set of submission because you are the people who are challenging the judgment of the High Court.
Yes, madam.
Here the private party is challenging. The petitioners before the High Court are seeking to sustain the judgment of the High Court. Get the broad categories now.
One state and SSC, etc. is concerned, your lordships, because notice has not been issued in our SLB. Let them just circulate. We can apply to the registry and get their stand. That is.
There are new matters today. New matters in this, can you issue notice and
all the matters.
Notice shall issue in all cases where notice has not been issued thus far. However, it is clarified that one counter affidavit alone will be filed in a lead matter. Stop. Now, one more thing which I wanted to ask you was that we'll have only one counter affidavit. That's one thing is very clear. Now, apart from that, so far as the state of West Bengal, there are basically the most significant challenges are by the private parties who are going to be ousted, but more importantly, the state of West Bengal and the School Service Commission. Now, I would like, just so that we have some idea about the facts, can somebody take the burden of preparing a dispassionate set of list of dates containing everything? But that will you be able to do that? Everything there. We don't be selective. We only request the state government can do that. Don't be selective in what you are disclosing. Put everything on the record, because then it's a matter of argument. Otherwise, we'll not have a comprehensive set of dates. Please do that for us, so that
one race. So I support. Yes, their presence is very much required. The West Bengal Board of Secondary Education presence is very much required because there is an excess appointment.
We'll ask the state of West Bengal to do it. Coordinate with Mr. Dwivedi and both of them.
My lord would be kind enough, in the meantime, direct the CBI to place his report before the court. Let us know what has happened, how far they have proceeded.
And the West Bengal
Board of Secondary Education. Love to see. One respectful. The board is very serious before the Supreme Court, and unfortunately, SSC before this single judge did not argue. Board did not argue. Board did not appear. Board did not argue. Nothing, no seriousness. We would love to see that they have become serious now.
Exactly one certain SLPs are not appearing in your.
Now we'll get on with our. I think we brought some order to what we are going to do.
Some of the SLPs are appearing in
I missed it, Did this honorable court, direct the CBI to file a report?
Will be on board now. These are representative proceedings. I mean, it may at the end happen that some SLPs were not listed or whatever. They'll follow whatever you. When we have so many counsel across the spectrum making arguments,
I have one respectful
all right, now
one respectful
all good things have to come to an end. All good things have to come to an end.
I have one request.
CBI report may be
In this regard,
already CBI has filed a charge sheet in this regard in all the four matters, RC 1, 2, 3, 4.
Another thing is that
CBI has already filed a
can't hear you at all, and we'll not be able to hear anybody because everybody is out talking out of turn. Now, though I don't use a hearing aid, we have switched off our ears to everybody in this matter.
CBI has already filed a charge sheet regarding the report be filed on the next day.
Item 14. Item 28.
Lordship, item number 26 is related